What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement, and we are back here in the basement to discuss what? The New York Jets. But we can't call the Jets a bad team anymore, but there is a person we can call bad, real bad, Zach Wilson. And we're going to get into that in a minute. If you're new to the basement, subscribe, bell notice, like button, drop some comments down below, and tell us what you think about this horrendous performance by Zach Wilson. First off, shout out to the Jets defense. As basically staying on course, the Jets defense has done it this year. As usual, the Jets 6 sacks today. Again, 12 sacks on Mac Jones in 2 games. 12 sacks in 2 games. 8 quarterback hits today. And 5. They forced 5 3-and-outs, the Jets defense. Big shout out to the Jets D. Now on to Zach. I mean, big shout out. There's nothing else to even nitpick about the Jets defense. They were outstanding today. Outstanding today. Zach Wilson is the reason this team will not move forward and maybe not even make the playoffs. Zach Wilson's the reason. Nobody else. When Breece Hall got hurt, it exposed Zach's inabilities. Breece Hall had a 5.8 yards per carry. 5.8 yards per carry average on the season into week 7 against the Broncos, man. You can tuck Zach nicely away behind a running game like that and a great defense. Sure. Jet fans, we can go over time and time again how we should have beat them last time. We actually really should have beat them last time. Today, they missed a couple field goals, the Patriots. We could have beat them had Zach had any competency. You ready for some of these disgusting numbers? This is going to be a quick one today. Zach, first of all, you can't hit a wide open Braxton Berrios on a screen pass. You overthrow him by a mile. Then Denzel Mims, who's actually a real tall receiver, you overthrow him too. Then you overthrow Tyler Conklin, and it should have been picked. It was dropped. It should have been picked. What is this kid doing? He throws passes that go up in the air. It's like a parachute opens from the football, and it does this the whole way down. So everybody has a chance to catch up to it. They're unbelievably bad throws. They're mind-scratching throws. They're completely head-blown throws. Where are these throws going? What is he watching? And if you really watch him, he had a lot of time today. A lot of clean pockets. Yes, he got sacked 4 times, I believe. But that's like after. He'd been sitting there forever. And if you look at his face, it's almost like he looks like he wants to throw the ball, but he won't because he's scared to throw an interception. Scared to throw an interception. You ready for some of these numbers? This is going to be quick because there's nothing else to critique about this Jets team. Joe Douglas had nailed that draft. All 4 of those draft picks are playing at a veteran level. Not even rookies. Sauce, Jermaine Johnson, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. Yes, we know he's hurt. But these guys are playing at veteran levels, man. These guys don't look like rookies. He built up the line, got the receivers, the running backs. Zach is the problem. Never understood it. I've said it way in the past, so this ain't new. I always thought the Jets should have drafted Justin Fields, who, yes, he's 3-7 over there, but he would have done way more with this team. Isn't it funny to even think and know that even Sam Darnold would have done more with this team than this kid's doing? And that's hard to say. It's hard to say. But you know what? We got Zach. That's what we got. You ready for this? Zach Wilson's quarterback rating under pressure this season. Are you ready for this? 6.6. 6.6 under pressure. Here are the numbers that go with a 6.6 passer rating. I wrote it down. He's 11 of 52 with 1 touchdown and 5 picks under pressure. 1 touchdown, 5 picks. 11 of 52. 11 of 52! What? Mac Jones is second in that horrendous category at 27.7, something like that, which is a far cry from 6.6. And then this kid had the nerve today to say, when they asked him, did you let the defense down today? He goes, no. No? Who did then? The special teams? You could go there. You could throw that in there. The special teams at the end of the game, they're the one that let the defense down. Zach did not say that. Zach did not say that. I'm saying that. You could argue that if you were Zach, he could. I mean, is that what he was implying? He didn't say it. But really, dude, you can't complete passes? And what's with the 3rd and 1? Before the punt, what's with the 3rd and 1 and the screen pass 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage? Why don't you just freaking blast it up the middle with James Robinson or somebody? What is this freaking screen pass obsession today? 2 of them should have been completed. That 3rd and 1, and he's 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage? Come on, guys. That's overthinking on a 3rd and 1. Nothing Zach Wilson has done as the 2nd overall pick in the draft, nothing statistically quarterback isn't even on the league average. Not one stat is even in the league average for quarterbacks. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not. The second half, the Jets offense had 7 possessions. 7 possessions, 2 yards. Yes, the Patriots have a tremendous defense themselves. Matthew Judon has the league in sacks, right? He's 12 and a half. He should be a household name. He should be in the MVP voting. I don't even think he's in the MVP voting. Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think he's even in that. He's got to be in that. But anyway, they have a great defense themselves. There's no doubt they do. But 7 possessions, 2 yards, 2? Guys, we had like a little over 100 yards for the entire game. Zach, the hits keep on coming. 10 punts today by the Jets is 1 more than Zach completed. Zach had 9 completions. The Jets punted 10 times. I think we were in the 3rd quarter. We only had like 93 yards on offense. Give or take a couple. I'm just going off the top of my head. But I ain't far off. That's like high school game. Speaking of one of my friends, Jets fan 13, he's on here. He's the same thing. Real stuff. And he's the one that said it was like a high school team out there. High school quarterback. And check out his channel too, Jets fan 13. Subscribe here, subscribe there. He's a real Jet fan. If you ain't negative towards the Jets, you are not a Jets fan. That's the way it is. Are the Jets having a negative overall season? No. But what's killing them is Zach. This is what I feel. I feel they're going to let Zach play out the season. I do. To see what they really have. Is this kid really going to improve or not? Because this season wasn't even supposed to be a 6-4 season, right? Right, Brady Quinn? Shout out to Brady Quinn, Mr. 0-9. And ironically enough, he predicted 0-9, and the first possible win the Jets would get would be this week against the Patriots, today. He thought that was the Jets' first possible win. So how about that to the Patriots, huh? That the Jets would have been 0-9 in Brady Quinn's mind, and this was the game that he saw them having a chance at winning. So, wow. Anyway, back to Zach. 7 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and you have the nerve to say you didn't let the defense down. Well, who did? Dude, this kid better wake up because he's the only thing holding this Jet team back, and everybody knows it. I have friends that are Patriot fans. I have family that's Patriot fans, and none of them are, mocking the Jets like they did last year and the year before and for freaking ever. The last 14 times they've beaten this team. But now we know. The only positive, us Jet fans know that the tables are turning. The Patriots know it too. A lot of teams in the league are sorry. The Jets are not, this young team's not going anywhere. Nowhere. Just got to replace that quarterback. Got to replace him if he doesn't pick it up. I don't see him picking up. He looks completely lost. I hope I'm proven wrong. This kid sucks. Sam Darnold was better than this kid. I don't even dislike Sam. At least Sam tried. He studied plays, and he's a team guy. He just couldn't do it mechanically. But he wasn't like this. I can't even think of a recent quarterback the Jets draft after draft after draft. They get it wrong, and this was really wrong. This was really wrong. Before this was Darnold, right? Came from a USC, sucked for Sam campaign. So there was some reason to go for him at the time. And before that was Geno, right? Before that was Sanchez. And before that was Pennington. Now, if we had Pennington and his incredible efficiency, his historical completion percentage, we would have won today's game. That's the way it is, guys. We're stuck with Zach. That's what's holding this team back. Breece Hall's injury definitely exposed that. Running game non-existent today. And it didn't seem like they had that same pace that they did last week against Buffalo. Carter to the outside, Robinson gutting slants off the guards, and Carter to the outside. They ran that real efficiently 2 weeks ago against Buffalo. Didn't even look like they tried that today. They actually, for a moment, looked like they came out in the game today with the idea that, hey, we're going to have Zach beat you today. It looked like that for a minute. Anyway, this kid's a dumpster fire of epic proportions. And by the way, the only person in the league with a worse passer rating than Zach Wilson is Steelers rookie Kenny Pickett, 68.8. Zach is 75.5. The second worst QBR in the entire league, and you are the second overall pick in your second year on a team now that's winning. This is not a Jets team that you can be like, well, I have nobody around me. Bull smackers. You do have a team around you. You do, and you suck. You're the reason we're losing. You're the reason that we're being held back. You don't want to accept it. Look in the mirror. We're letting you know. Us Jet fan, we'll let you know. You suck, Zach. Turn it around quick. Turn it around quick. Because this team's going forward, man. You might have this season to show if you can do it or not, and that's it. They're not going to do that next year. This season wasn't even supposed to be like what we're doing right now. It's supposed to be good, but, a developing year. No, these guys develop. Wait till next year and the year after. You think they're going to be screwing around with Zach? No. He's got this year to prove it. That's my personal opinion. He's got this year to prove himself. Really prove himself. I'm Johnny Basement. Subscribe, bell notice, like button, and I am out.